Okay, also, wir sollen das Diary lesen, das ist unsere Aufgabe. Also nehme ich doch mal an, dass das Spiel erst dann weitergeht. Und deswegen gehe ich jetzt hier raus, weil da hat doch jemand gesprochen und ich will das sehen.
The ritual is ready. Step onto the dais, traveler.
Who are you? Das ist Brian. Nee, dann will ich jetzt doch lieber das Diary lesen. Neugier hin und her. Für mich ein bisschen wenigstens. Aber das ist nicht, wo Kian gefangen war. Das ist das, wo wir mal kurz Brian gespielt haben.
I've seen stuff like that in films, but never in real life. This looks like a Buddhist temple.
Wieso ist Crow hier draußen? Ist er uns gefolgt? War der nicht eben noch hier drin? Das ist Brians Tagebuch. Also wäre er doch der Gute gewesen oder wäre er der weniger?
It's a handwritten letter.
I am at the crossroads between waking and dream. One path leads back to the world I left behind. The other path leads to a place of shadows. Between the familiar and the unknown, between certainty and doubt, my choice would seem obvious. Any sane man would turn around, return to the world he knows, forget what he has learned, and live his life in blissful ignorance. But in truth, it is too late. My choice was made many years ago, when I first embarked on this journey. I cannot turn back. I am at a crossroads. But for me, there is only one path. I leave behind these words in the hope that someday they will serve as a map for someone else. To whomever reads this, Godspeed on your journey. If you ever decide to follow in my footsteps, look me up. Brian Westhouse.
Brian Westhouse? Our Westhouse?
The plot thickens.
Thickens or just getting more muddled? I don't know what this is supposed to tell us.
That Westhouse is involved?
There's that, I guess.
Come on, there's more.
Okay. Ich bin trotzdem noch neugierig. Ja gut, die Chimes kennen wir schon. Crow kann ich nicht anklicken. Wie gerne ich auch würde. Step onto the days, Traveler. Und es leckt. Ich möchte nicht. Ich möchte außen rum gehen. What the...
Okay, so what just happened?
Portals. They're all over the place. Let's follow him.
Through the... Wait! This is the story time.
You know this place?
I remember. I was here. For a long time. It's the place between. I didn't want to wake up and they needed me. The people who were dreaming. They were sick. I tried to help them.
Uh-huh. Interesting. But we need to see what's going on. I'm supposed to show you this.
Also da vorne stehen zwei Personen, wenn ich das richtig erkenne, und einer davon ist wahrscheinlich nicht der Undreaming, sondern Brian. Also Brian offensichtlich. Und der, nicht der Prophet. Aber den haben wir auch schon mal getroffen. Ich habe vergessen, wie der heißt.
What are you doing here? You cannot be here. It will find you.
I don't... Where am I? What is this place?
How did you get here? Go back the way you came. quickly. You cannot stay.
I don't know how to go.
It is here. What have you done? What have you done?
What do you mean? What?
The undreaming.
Ja, da kommt's.
God. What is that? No. No. No.
Ich glaube, das sah im vorigen Spiel noch nicht so detailliert aus nach Wolke.
What is that terrifying thing?
That's the undreaming. I know it is. I feel it.
Well, that's going to give me nightmares for a long, long time.
The undreaming entered Westhouse.
It sure did.
Was he looking for it? Is that why he came here? Or was it an accident?
I guess that's what you're supposed to figure out. Come on, we have more places to visit.
Okay. Noch mehr. Zeigen. Zeige mal. Okay, dann nicht. Das ist ein anderer Teil aus dem Tower. Und das sieht aus wie der Prophet. Ja. Maske ab. Na, jetzt zeig mal, wer du bist. Keine Ahnung, wer bist du? Bist du Brian? Nee. Wer ist das? Kennt ihn jemand? Oder ist das der auf der Kontakt von Helena Chang? Ich hätte eher gesagt, es ist Brian, aber weil er der Einzige ist, den wir kennen, der nicht wir ist, der mal die Welten gewechselt hat. Songlines. Das kennen wir. Zurück im House of All Worlds.
Home, sweet home. The house feels strangely quiet. It must be, what, a year since I last visited? And who knows how long it's been for the house. Could be a day, could be decades.
Since I last...
Balance. I need to get moving. There's not much time until the song lines align. Let's see. Elixir, a good rope, a spatula. Chop chop saga.
Since you last visited? Das heißt, ich habe den Namen vergessen. Markus? Marvin? Nee. Ich weiß nicht. Sie heißt Etta. Ist dann weg?
I don't know if I like it. Where is that supposed to be again? It makes me a bit anxious to look at it, like poking a wound that hasn't quite healed.
Mhm.
I don't know if I like it.
Get the elixir, find a rope, procure a spatula.
I got pretty good, to be honest, and it comes in handy. There's not that many people who can create songlines.
Müssen wir wissen, was das ist, ne?
I don't need to shape a songline today. Today, I have paths to follow. I put away most of their stuff when Papa left. What's the point in keeping things around? It's not like they're ever coming back.
Böse.
I'll move those out of here, someday. I'm not sure what to do with the place. It's not like I can put it on the open market. Trans-dimensional domicile for sale, fully furnished. Beware, temporal shifts and trans-dimensional tears. I don't think I'm ever moving back. Maybe in my twilight years? No. There are better places, warmer places. I'm not sure what to do with the place. I barely remember her. And I barely think about her anymore. It was time to let go.
Aber sie trägt das Pendant nicht. Das im Inventar? Nee.
Mama was beautiful. I guess I got my looks from Papa.
Och komm, so schlecht siehst du nicht aus, abgesehen von der Schminke an der Nase. Also da oben ich hab vergessen, wie das heißt.
Oh, I was a handful back then. It's a miracle Papa didn't lock me in my room. Not that it would have done much good. Paths and portals everywhere.
Hast du zugehört, deinem Vater? Der hat dich eingesperrt. Mehr oder weniger. Im Haus, nicht in dem Raum.
I miss it sometimes. But only sometimes.
Sieht aus wie Herbst draußen.
I devoured those books when I was younger. It was all I had of the outside world. My books, and Uncle Galeth. But he was careful not to say too much. He knew I was too curious. I think I know most of them by heart still. I didn't have a lot of choices back then. I put away most of their stuff when Papa
Ja,
left.
das kennen wir schon.
What's the point in keeping things around? It's not like they're ever coming back. I still don't like to go into the downstairs. It's not anchored in the same way. There are rifts, ether vapors, not to mention, void beetles. I thought Papa got rid of Hugsy. Did he find his way back? It wouldn't surprise me. Both creepy and comforting. Comfeepy. Comforting. That's Hugsy for you.
Oh Gott.
Too many memories. Was I happy here? I was basically a prisoner. But I guess I didn't know any better.
Ja.
Just stuff. None of this means anything. We're not defined by things. It's been so quiet up here since Papa left. There's nothing I need in there.
Schade. Ich dachte, jetzt können wir da mal rein, aber nö. Hier geht man auch noch nicht raus. So, Rope.
Rope check.
Okay. Den Hut nicht.
I'll move those out of here. Someday.
Was brauchen wir? Special und Elixir.
This should be long enough and strong enough to get me where I need to go. This should be long enough and strong enough to get me where I need to go.
Das sind so immer so schöne Sprüche, die kein Mensch sagen würde. Von wegen. Also so Sätze, die dem Zuschauer nicht weiterhelfen. Wo müssen wir hin? Sagt er nicht. Das ist das Spatula.
Spatula? Check.
Brauchen wir noch ein Elixier und das will ich ehrlich gesagt noch nicht ansacken, sondern erstmal.
I put away most of
Ah
their
ja, das
stuff
kennen
when
wir
Papa
doch.
left. What's the point in keeping things around? It's not like they're ever coming back. When was the last time I listened to that? I must have been, what, 16 or 17? I was able to tune into the weirdest stuff from all over the multiverse.
Ich habe Angst, das anzumachen und dann den Part wieder durch scheiß Copyright-Zeug zu verlieren.
It stopped working years
Okay.
ago, and I don't know anyone who can repair that.
Na gut.
I'm out of the elixir. Okay, I knew that. No worries, Saga. This is all part of the plan. I'm fairly certain the recipe's in the compendium. There should be enough time to prepare a bottle. Prophecies can't be wrong, can they? No.
Ja.
Right?
Gute Frage, wenn dein ganzes Leben eine Prophezeiung ist, wenn deine Existenz eine Prophezeiung ist, sollten die nicht falsch sein. Wir gucken uns weiter die Gegend an. Wir haben Zeit.
Papa was so worried about the cracks reopening, he checked the wall every day for decades.
For decades? Wie lange war der noch hier, nachdem wir abgehauen sind? Weil die war doch schon schwanger, als sie hier eingezogen sind.
The songlines are not yet aligned, and I need to get everything together before then.
Ich weiß noch nicht, ob ich das so gut finde, dass hier schon wieder also dass neue Begriffe eingeführt werden, wie jetzt dieses Songlines. Das ist immer noch das schöne Bild. Blumen sind auch mal ein bisschen vertrocknet.
I don't think I'm ever moving back. Maybe in my twilight years? No. There are better places. Warm. I'm not sure I like that reminder. She haunted us for so long, and her ghost took Papa away from me.
What the fuck?
It was Mama's. But there's nothing of her left here now. Just things. I'm not a writer. I can play, I can paint, but I didn't inherit her talents. I'm not a writer. I can play, I can paint, but I didn't inherit her talents.
Ich glaube, wir müssen hier sowieso gleich nochmal.
I devoured those
Okay.
books when I think I know most of them by heart still. Before Papa left, I don't think the fire ever went out. He wouldn't let it. He said it was the beating heart of the house.
Okay, das heißt dann wohl, das Haus ist tot.
Does that mean the house is dead? Or
Yeah.
just dormant? I can sense it still, beneath the boards and behind the walls. It's hibernating. I'm not sticking around very long. Next time. They were happy here. For a brief time. And then... Attachments are risky. Especially when you live like we did, adrift between worlds. You just have to accept the risk. Mama and Papa, in better days. I barely remember her. And I barely think about her anymore. It was time to let go.
Okay, also viel anzugucken gibt's hier tatsächlich nicht. Bisschen schade. Ich nehme an, wir können jetzt noch mehr angucken, wenn wir in dem Buch gelesen haben. Für das Rezept. Aber mal schauen. So.
The Hidden World of the Herbal Alchemist, a compendium of curious cordials, Volume 1. The sequels were garbage. I picked this up in medieval Europe during a rare temporal hiccup. 5 days in 15th century Holland? Never again. The greatest inventions of our time are deodorant and detergent. Also toilet paper.
Ich hoffe, du bist ja nicht mit dem Kopfhörern und dem Kassettenrekorder rumgerannt. Peter Quill, anyone? So rum.
Let's see. Elixir of extraordinary extra-human strength, elixir of multiple consecutive climaxes, elixir of selective remembrance. There. Elixir of delayed onset of mortality. That's the one. Keep ticking after you've taken a licking. Page 108. Dried blood bog blossoms, leaf of void oak, boiled in strong liquor. Those things should be easy enough to find around here.
Dried Void Oak Leaves und Bloodbog Blossoms. Ich kann die nicht angucken. Ich klicke, aber es passiert nichts.
Ready for elixir making. I need dried blood bog blossoms, leaf of void oak, alcohol.
Ich kann mich nicht mal bewegen, wenn die erzählt. Ich hätte gesagt, das sind die Blossoms.
Isn't the house supposed to take care of all living things inside it? I didn't know I had to water the flowers. Oh, but wait, maybe...
Ja.
Dried blood bog blossoms. Check.
Das Haus hat dafür gesorgt. So, die getrockneten sind wahrscheinlich an dem Fenster zum Hof. Hier.
What a mess. But there should be void oak leaves here. Leaf of void oak. Nice and dry.
So, und alle hohe. Vermutlich in der Küche oder irgendwo bei Papa. What the fuck? War hier nicht gerade eine Maus? Ein Finger, dachte ich? Nee, da nicht. Ja, im Kinderzimmer wird eher kein Alkohol sein. Und das hier? Nee. Irgendwo weiter oben, wo wir früher nicht hingekommen sind. Wein.
Best wine I ever had. There were no grapes in that world, but the berries they used, absolutely sublime.
Er ist scheinbar nicht stark genug, der Alkohol. Und das da? Ach nee, das sah aus wie eine Flasche Sangria oder sowas dahinter. Parandlinot. What? Was bist du denn?
Shepherd's heart. A powerful herb, but not what I need today.
Kann ich das
If I
trotzdem
was
haben?
making a broth to cure path sickness, sure. Delaying death? Not so useful. If I was making a broth to cure path sickness, sure. Shepherd's heart. A powerful herb, but not what I need today.
Shepherd's Heart. Tja. Hier gibt's noch Alkohol. Nee, komme ich nicht hin. Hier ist ein Fenster.
Did Papa change this before he left? I think it's pointing to the same place still.
Aha.
I've been thinking about extending the house's sphere of influence and pulling in some of the garden from Elswen. Maybe when I retire.
Okay. Das sieht aus wie Alkohol. Ja, dieses chinesische Zeug, was wir in Europolis gekriegt haben.
Jade Green Baiju. High-grade stuff, too. I'd almost forgotten about this little bottle of liquor. This should be more than good enough. I think that's it. That wasn't too bad. And there's still time on the clock. Time to boil up some elixir. Like sex in a bottle, with no emotional mess to clean up afterwards. Only wine stains.
Mhm.
Great wine, but not enough alcohol for my purposes. Also, boiling this would be sacrilege.
Du hast ja Ahnung. Make the Elixir. Of Delayed Onset of Death. Ich möchte das trotzdem gerne mal angucken, das Zeug.
The humble spatula, queen of kitchen utensils. The humble spatula, queen of kitchen utensils. Blood bog blossoms. Smells potent. Blood bog
Ja,
blossoms.
die wiederholen sich immer.
Smells dried leaf of void oak.
Und alle holen.
This'll work as a base for the elixir.
Interessanter. Achso, das ist dann noch dran gebammelt. Na gut. Gucken wir mal, ob wir das hier...
Ready for elixir making.
Steht da, wie wir es reinmachen müssen?
Bring the alcohol to a boil, okay. Mix in the fine dust of dry crumpled leaf. Add whole blossoms. And bring the mixture back to a boil. Easy as alchemy. Which is so much easier than science.
Also... Quatsch. Alle holt da
That's
rein.
the alcohol heating nicely. Nice. Bit of a waste, but it's for a good cause.
So, jetzt sollte ich eigentlich die Blätter zermahlen. Kann ich das irgendwie machen? Haben wir hier irgendwie eine Mühle?
Dried leaf, crumpled to a fine dust.
Okay. Und die
And
Blossoms.
whole blossoms. Perfect. Now it just needs to boil again. How do I know when this is done? Will there be a...
Puff.
Definitely a poof.
Okay.
Looks the right color. And it's already cooled down.
Das ging
I
schnell.
love alchemy. So much easier than chemistry. Laws of science need not apply. Rope, spatula, elixir. Check, check, and check. I think that's everything. With only minutes to spare, you'd almost think the stars are aligning on purpose. Except no stars, paths. Time to go knock down a wall.
Break down the breaked up doorway. Okay, das heißt, nicht in diese Richtung. Aber ich möchte trotzdem mal hier klinken.
Much as I want to, I can't just wander down random paths today. I have prophecies to fulfill.
Na gut.
All those years wanting to walk out that door, pass through the turnstiles, and never come back.
So.
With my bare hands? No, Papa did too good a job with the masonry.
Und deswegen nehmen wir jetzt ein Küchenutensil. Nee. Aber wir haben einen Hammer vorhin gesehen. Einen großen, dicken Hammer.
This should do the trick.
Dim, 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 dim. Also hammern wir jetzt das Ding kaputt. Das war einfach. Okay, ich kann verstehen, warum die zugemauert wurde. Oh boy. Wo bist du jetzt?
You know that feeling when paths don't line up with where you want to go? That feeling. In all fairness, when these songlines were first sung, I don't think these walls were here. Or these metal gears. No worries. I come prepared, because prophecies.
Sieht aus, als wärst du am Engine. Weil das sieht mir ein bisschen sehr alt aus, obwohl hier so viel Stahl drauf ist. Get out of this place.
I do love their style.
Oder wir sind ganz woanders. Irgendeine Steampunk-Welt. Weiß keiner. Wie wir alle wissen, hat Helena vorhin gesagt, es gibt das Arcade ja nur eine von vielen Welten ist. Das hat mich eigentlich am meisten irritiert an dem ganzen Spruch. Weil
Someone must be tasked with keeping these pipes polished, or no one ever sees them. That's attention to detail.
das sieht sehr nach Arcadian-Style aus, obwohl da sehr viel Metall dran ist.
This is so enormous. I'm almost impressed. But I've seen too much. I'm just too jaded.
Ja. Ich kann es nicht anklicken. Ah, da ist eine Lücke.
There's a gap and I can feel a draft. This is it, the way out. I'll be mincemeat, and then we'll all look very silly for trusting prophecies.
Ja, das spannen wir da rein. Aber das Seil am...
It's like being inside a massive mechanical Swiss watch.
Ich nehme... Achso, Gearset Shifter.
Not what I'm looking for.
Nicht?
This is it. I just need to switch it off. Luckily, I came prepared.
Ja. Kamen wir?
Hooray for very specific prophecies.
Okay.
Second one from Perfect Fit. The spatula really is the queen of kitchen utensils.
Da reingesteckt, okay. Hast du
I
gerade...
feel like I'm playing life on cheat mode.
Ja, übertreib's mal nicht. Hast du jetzt gerade den Engine angehalten? Mach mal schnell da durch, bevor es uns zermatscht. Tschum, tschum. Ich glaube, wir sollten hier mal wieder pausieren. Sieht aber interessant aus. Well, hello. Wir sind definitiv am Engine. Am Core. Auf der anderen Seite. Gut, das heißt aber, dass wir definitiv hier nicht da rausgehen, weil das dauert zu lange für diesen Part. Deswegen bis gleich.